The United Kingdom's next Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, is set to take over from Theresa May. What does the leadership change mean for Brexit? Hello, I'm Anand Naidu, and this is The Heat. Boris Johnson is headed for number 10 Downing Street as the next British Prime Minister. Johnson has been declared the winner of the Conservative Party leadership in that race to succeed Theresa May. He takes over officially on Wednesday, and the major challenge confronting him is how to deliver Brexit for his country. We begin with correspondent Kitty Logan in London. And Kitty, what can you tell us about Boris Johnson, and what's been the reaction in the UK to him becoming the next Prime Minister?
Well, this is a job he's always wanted. It's always been Boris Johnson's dream to become Prime Minister. And he won convincingly today with 66% of the vote, defeating his rival, the current Foreign Secretary, Jeremy Hunt. But Boris Johnson has taken on what some might call a poison chalice. And he has, let's say, he is a slightly divisive figure in this country. He's worked as the London mayor. He's also been Foreign Secretary himself. But some have criticised how he handled that job. He's certainly popular within the Conservative Party, but whether that popularity can extend throughout the country, that remains to be seen. But Boris Johnson today, in his victory speech, said that he would deliver Brexit and he would unite the country. But he certainly has a very challenging time ahead in order to meet the demands of delivering Brexit and to bring people back together in this country.
And Kitty, as you say, he has said that he will be able to deliver Brexit. Any indications on how he's expected to do that?
One campaign pledge that Boris Johnson made was that he would deliver Brexit by the next deadline of October 31st, whether there was a deal agreed or not. He's pledged to take Britain out of the EU without a deal. But that, of course, is a very controversial move. It's something that Parliament has voted down before, and Parliament currently only holds a majority of 2 for the current Conservative Party coalition, and that majority, wafer-thin majority, is unlikely to put a no-deal Brexit through. So Boris Johnson has a problem right from day one of his leadership, and that is how to deliver Brexit without leaving without a deal, because Parliament simply will not allow that in the current state. But there are other scenarios here. There's also a scenario that Mr. Johnson could go back to Brussels. He could renegotiate the existing deal that his predecessor, Theresa May, agreed with Brussels. But of course, the EU has already said that they wouldn't reopen the deal. They won't renegotiate it significantly, apart from perhaps some minor tweaks to the backstop. So this is a very, very difficult path ahead. He's treading a very dangerous path, if you like. And what could be the outcome if there is political deadlock over Brexit, if there is yet another extension to the October 31st Brexit deadline, that there could be more political stalemate in the country, and that could potentially force yet another election, and we could be looking at another Prime Minister sooner rather than later.
Thanks, Kitty. That's correspondent Kitty Logan reporting from London.